Good evening, everyone, and welcome to part 2 of our digital business plan creating, focusing on the pitch. This is part 2. And again, our facilitators is none other than our president, Annette Runcie. And of course, we have Brian Young, who is also with SBDC. Both of them are the facilitators of this program tonight. And of course, we are all chipping in. Everyone will be hand holding and we will be broken up. Initially, we're going to keep you together so that you understand how you get in. We want to make sure you're in before we put you in the breakout rooms with the facilitators, okay? Not facilitators. I'm saying like potatoes. All righty, so while you're on, so we are on, and we just want to make sure at this point that everyone follow the instruction and have logged in. Not everyone is at that point. Some might be driving, but we want to speak to Angela, Natasha, and Nee. How are you? Are you in? Where are you? Elaine Dixon? Yes. Anyone having a challenge?
So, yeah, so what we're gonna do is, can Brian like step them through, or you, Winnie? Just
Okay.
some of the folks came in after about how they get their initial, login.
Okay. So
Okay.
this is, let me see if I can log out of this. It's not going to be the same as those who have not, but let's see. I'm going to log out. Okay. So when you click that link that you got in your email, this is what you should see, but with your email already printed in here. Okay, so can anybody tell me if this is what you see when you first click on the email that says, welcome, this is your software? Can anyone tell me? I don't want to go ahead of anybody. I just want to know.
Yeah, when I chimed in, hi Winnie, this is Nigel. When I chimed in, it went into, I had to put in my name, first name, last name, and then I had to create a password.
Yes, absolutely. So that's what you do. But did you get to the screen where it says the email address or just your first name, last name? Did you have to bypass this?
No, not at all. It
Okay.
went straight to, yeah.
Okay. Anybody else can,
company.
anyone? Yeah, once you get to the company and you're in, that's fine. But this is the part that you have to log in before you get to the part that says company. Anyone else having a challenge? Because we can't help you if you not. Elaine, we're not hearing from you. Who else are we not hearing from?
Yeah, so Elaine, I'm just gonna go down the list and see where
Yes.
everybody is,
Yeah.
as it relates to whatever. All right, so Nye just talked about Nye is in. Elaine, were you able to sign into the live plan at all?
No, not yet.
Okay. You're working on that right now?
You want me to work on it now?
Yeah, this is hand holding.
Yeah.
I want everybody to log in.
Yeah, we want to be able to assist you. So we want to make sure that you're able to log in so that when we come off of the, the training today, people are going to say, oh my God, I learned all this stuff, but I'm not able to apply it.
Yeah, everybody.
We want everybody to be actually physically on their computer, actually log into Life Plan.
Yes.
And starting to work on their
yes.
All right, so
Annette?
Yes.
I actually created a password. It had me create a password before.
Yes.
And then I just saw where it said email.
Yes, so right, once you have the email and you create the password, copy that password, or you already know the password, so you go back in, log in to your email address, and then enter your password that you created, and then you're in.
Okay, so now I'm seeing create your full business plan.
Yeah, so stop right there. Stop right there.
Yeah, so you're good. You're at the point where we want you to be. All right. So we already heard from Nye. No,
No, that was Angela that just spoke. So
I
Angela,
know, I'm talking to Ratasha now.
oh, Ratasha, okay, Ratasha, where are
Okay,
you?
it says, I did it on my phone. It says that I logged in, active companies 1. That's what you want to know?
Yeah, once you get to company and you
Yep.
log in, that's where you need to be, okay?
Okay, I did it just now.
Great,
Yeah,
great.
those who
All right,
want to
so-
go further than that, that's fine. Like some have, they have that agility because they learned from yesterday, that's fine. But if not, you're not sure, stay right there, we'll take you further, okay?
Okay, good. We just want to make sure everybody's able to log in at this point, right?
Right,
Sonia, were you
Yeah,
able
I
to
was
log
able,
in?
yes, I'm
Okay.
logged in.
you're
Okay,
logged
great.
in.
Angela,
Yes.
okay,
Yeah,
great.
Angela
Chanel,
says,
Chanel,
Chanel is driving.
oh yeah, okay. Mercy, I know Mercedes is able to log in. Gracia, were you able to log in?
Yes, I'm in.
Okay, great, great, great. All right, so go back to you, Winnie. Kind of step through that.
Okay, so then at this point, while everybody's on and you're at the page where it's company, we are going to then either break everyone up. Annette, do you want to break up at this point? Because we can put them into rooms.
I want to kind of go together. I want to go through how they create their company,
Right,
that
okay,
part, and then we're
So
gonna
then-
break up.
very good. So Brian, you're on. You have the ability to share screen and you bring that up and you take them through and then we break up for the hand holding.
Right.
The company page first, right? Is
Yeah. We want to just kind of do the profile, the company, the basic stuff.
yeah, the basics.
Have them set up the basic stuff.
Okay, so I'm
As
going
for the pictures,
okay, let me share my screen.
Yes.
Mhm.
Winnie, sorry, should I create a password or do I have to?
Yes, you have to create your password. You have to name your name, Elaine Dix, the email address, which is the little,
Right, Star Daycare.
then say forgot password. Then when you say forgot password, you then go
Okay,
to the email, you create the password there, and then you come back.
okay.
Okay, Winnie, you see the screen that I have?
Yes,
So
yes.
I
Yeah.
have, okay,
at the screen.
so I got everybody's company in here.
Yeah.
So I just pick one to open it.
Yep.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you just basically,
Okay, so can everybody see this?
mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Now this is, Helen was just working on hers, so that's why you have her entire plan there.
Oh, yeah.
Working on hers. So see that
So
she's
pick
advanced, I don't know.
Someone that hasn't started their plan at all.
Yeah,
Somebody who
Started
hasn't
your plan at all.
switch accounts to somebody. I think First Bird, Tyrone, open, because Tyrone is gonna need, he's already, registered, so you could bring on
I'm
Tyrone.
not getting in.
And who is not getting
And
in?
go to his pitch. Okay,
Me.
great.
so this is Tyrone's company.
Yeah, this is Tyrone.
So Tyrone is going to start his pitch. Let's get
Yeah.
started. The first thing is the headline. Click here to start this section. So describe the essence of your company in one sentence. So can Tyrone access this? Can he type in?
Yeah, Tyrone, can you see your screen and start typing?
So you want me to go to push go to company?
You're gonna, yeah, he wants to know where he's at. Go back to the beginning, please.
Wait a minute, I got it. Okay, I'm there.
Yeah, so he's at company
Oh, so go,
What?
go to,
and he's at headlines now. You notice on the vertical, he has on headlines. Did you pass?
Yeah.
the-
yeah, I have,
Yes.
okay, I'm there. Now what I'm
Oh, the
typing
brother.
a one-line sentence that says what? That,
So
So remember, so I'll talk you through and then you kind of tell, we're gonna use you as an example for this one, right?
sounds good.
Tyrone. So for example, as we said before, right, the first thing is your headline. So you're gonna enter in a short phrase or whatever. What I said yesterday was that we tried to use either our vision statement, it could be our tagline, it could be an objective, but a short statement about, you know, our headline. You know, to give people the first thing they see is going to be this headline. You know,
Oh,
so
yeah.
what were you thinking that your headline would be?
So I can type. He could set it
Yes.
and then I can type.
Right.
Okay.
So what would it be, Brian? I mean, Tyrone.
Describe the
I'm sorry, Brian, you was going to say something?
describe the essence of your company in one sentence. That's what the sentence said. I'm reading it from the description there.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so it would be to service people of color in the suburban area, to allow them to experience the luxury of transportation service. Something of that effect.
Okay, very
I
good.
like the way he said that.
Luxury transportation service.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, so can everybody see the
There-
screen? As
Yeah,
I'm typing?
he says with luxury transportation, not of, but with luxury. Yeah.
Let me see his screen.
Right.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
like it, Tyrone. Now
Period.
we're using you as an example. So don't, your business gonna help a lot of the other ones on how to do it. So in your example,
Did everybody else understand that in the headline before they move on to problem?
Well, did he
Go
write
back
that
to the
down?
headline for a minute. I just wanted to make a point
Headline.
here, like so with the headline, to service people of color in suburban area with luxury transportation service. Now, that's a good headline, but just as I had said I think you were at the OGSM, you were in the OGSM when we talked the vision, right?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, you weren't.
I
Okay.
missed
So
that one.
what we want to do is visualize where we want to be, right? Where it is, like what it is. So when we do the headline, it's good to say it as if it's already happening. So servicing people of color in suburban area with luxury transportation service, instead of saying to service. You understand?
Okay, servicing, yeah, right, it's active.
Yes, like you're you're doing it. It's it's already done, kind of a thing. This is what you're doing.
In servicing people, people of color in suburban areas.
That's
with
correct.
luxury transportation, okay.
All right. So, and that would be like, for all of you guys, when you do your tagline, that's why I said, think about the vision, of your vision, because the vision is supposed to be where you are gonna be, right? And so you're gonna state your vision as you're already there. Okay, when you state your vision, it's the same thing with the headline. So when somebody reads that headline, and that's why, they're saying, oh, okay, they already know, kind of figure what you're all about.
Right.
And as we are doing this, the typing, the other attendees should be creating their own headline.
Yes.
So
Ryan,
in
thank you.
case they
for
have
that.
any question, they can raise their hand. at
That's
this
right.
time.
That's correct. All right, let's move on to the next thing, Tyrone. You're our, so we're gonna try to fill some.
Okay, what's next? What's the next one?
Problem worth solving. The next one right on the headline. That's where it is on your screen. Problem worth solving.
Excuse me, Annette, can I say something? It's Rotasha.
Sure.
You know I'm super wordy, so it cut me off. I can't put so many words in there.
That's right.
I told you, remember I told you.
That's
I
right. And you
just
see,
experienced it.
very good. And do you see right above it, there's the numbers of characters. It tells you how many characters, not letters, characters, a
I
space,
know.
a character.
I disregarded it, but it stopped me.
Yes, it will stop you. It will stop you.
It's forcing you to be very concise.
Yes.
Yes.
To force
Thank
you to
you.
think about what you're gonna put down, right?
Mhm.
Not rambling. You have to be very clear. So yes, it's a good thing.
Okay, so, problem solving. Well, Still one line, right?
No,
One
you
line.
have, how many characters that he has for this? He has
250 characters.
255 characters to define your problem.
Yeah, 250,
Said
yeah.
Yesterday,
Oh,
this
that
is your,
much, bro.
state
oh,
it like a problem, not your solution. You're right now focused on the problem that exists.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's the part I didn't do. I jumped to solution.
Right.
The problem of bringing fairness to the people of color communities that is being treated unfairly and not allowed to get the opportunity of the service of other communities.
Wait, Tyrone, hold on.
Wait a minute, I'm not gonna say that.
It can be more concise, but it's good.
You gotta clean it up. This is off the dome. You gotta
Don't
clean
worry,
it up.
that's what we're here for. Don't worry, that's what we're here for.
And bringing fairness to the people of color in the community.
To allow the excellence of professionalism, service, and transportations that should be,
Wait, professionalism. Yeah.
yes,
Or professional service or professional? Okay.
professional or professionalism? Which one? Professional.
What's after professionalism?
Orange Black families.
Into the inner city. Hardworking, blue collar professionals, the same fairness and equal opportunity to experience.
He gonna do like me.
Okay, he's using them. He want to see how many more characters he have. You
Oh my God.
you have a 40 something so far. Okay, we're
Wow.
oh,
Oh, I don't even know what I said. Can you read it back?
okay. All right. So let me help you out. Okay. So you're saying bring in fairness. Now already when you say you're bringing something, that's already a solution, right? You're not stating the problem. The problem,
That's what
the problem is it's unfair. Something is unfair, right?
right. And not enough. Okay.
And not enough. So
Okay.
that's how you want to state it. What is the problem? You're stating the problem
Okay.
without trying to say what you're doing to fix it yet.
Okay. Right. Yeah. See, I keep going to the solution.
Solution, that's right.
Okay. Okay. So the problem is it's not fair that the professionals in the inner city is not getting the proper transportation service as others are receiving. I don't know. I
Okay.
don't have no more words. You can put something to that. Help me out.
It doesn't have to be long. It's short, right? Very short and succinct. So the
Right.
problem is you're saying people of color, or you're now saying professionalism. Now you lose to, which one? Is it people of color or professionals in the city? I'm hearing two.
Well, yeah, I'm saying both because the professionals that, can afford it and can pay are not being treated fairly because of their color. So I don't want to say it like that because I don't want to sound like I'm marching in the racism.
Well,
But-
then
No, it's
no.
not.
So you're talking about, but your target market is the professional, because before it seems like it's just anybody of color, but now you're more clear that it is the target is for professional people of color, right? That's who you
Yes, because of basically, yes.
not having access for professional transportation service. That's the problem that you're seeing?
Yes, not having
People of color
transportation.
not having access
Not
to
having
the-
transportation service, period, but I'm more looking at the professional and the blue collar worker because I'm thinking of not only bringing a service to them, but those that can still afford to pay. But they're not even getting the opportunity because there's no transportation for them, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay,
Can I ask a question? I'm sorry, this is Chanel. This is for,
sure, go ahead,
to add
Chanel.
to, do you have to state that it's for people of color? Can't you just state that it's for the type of people that you're looking for, like the the blue collar or whatever that you say, and then make sure you market it to people of color. Like, do you have to put that in your mission statement and still achieve the same objective?
You asking me?
Yeah, because it seems that to try to word it, it comes across out too wordy now, and then it doesn't really flow.
Right. I don't,
No,
yeah.
I think Brian just has to erase a lot of it and just put the new one that he just put in. He made it more succinct. So Brian, you just have to erase and then redo, as he was very clear.
But I wouldn't use colored professionals, unfortunately.
No,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I don't want it to sound,
Oh, okay, so we'll,
And no, I rather how we always, it says like, they say the political correct is that like you would say,
right,
professionals,
right.
you could say people of color, professionals of color,
Yeah.
within the inner city are unfairly treated, are currently do not have fair transportation, right? Is that basically
Yeah.
what you're trying to say?
Without saying color, because it's not really targeted to people of color. It's really talking about people in certain communities.
Communities. Okay, so then focus
That's
on
not,
that.
that's what eliminate, right. Yeah,
And if professionals is your target group, then you would say professionals in inner city communities
Not having access.
do not currently
Right,
not
yeah.
have access to good transportation.
right.
Yeah.
That's what I want. Yes, that's what I wanted to sound like, because it's talking about the communities not being serviced, not so much the color, even though,
Right,
anyone in that community that's not getting service.
Right.
Professional.
Right.
Yeah, Winnie.
Somebody's calling me. Hi,
Hi,
Ravi.
Ravi.
Hi, how are you? So I see there's a little bit of struggle with the word people of color. So I'm thinking if he changed it to minority professionals, if that would fit better.
That would.
That would fit good, but according to what you just said, Tyrone, you're not really caught up with,
Of colors. Right.
more about, or the color. It's more
It's the
about
community now,
Yeah,
Ravi.
right. You're right in that. You're right in that. I want to stay away from any.
Yeah, it's now the community. He's
Right,
changing
it's
it to
about
the community.
Yeah, it's a community problem,
Professionals.
not just a color problem. Yeah. I want to stay away from anything that identify with a particular, other than the community.
Okay.
Oh, Brian, it says, notice it says professionals
Your turn, choose.
having access to, professionals having access to quality. I think he says in certain professionals in certain communities not having access, professionals in certain
Right.
Yeah.
communities not having access to, because he says he's offering luxury transportation service, right? So I think
Yes.
to be consistent, not having access to luxury transportation services. So
That's
that's
correct.
with
Good,
how he
yes.
started in the headline. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I just throw in one little word, one little tiny bit of word? in that?
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Yes. This is what we're about. It's a team. We're helping out.
So access and adequate, may work well too as another word. So I'm just throwing that out there. Adequate,
So
because
no, not just the word, say the whole sentence.
Professionals in certain communities are not having access to adequate transportation to get like adequate, like in other words, you're providing quality care, you're providing
Yes.
the best service, you're providing, stable, sturdy, something that's going to be sustainable. You're not going to break down on you, on these customers. It's adequate, it's quality, it's luxury. You want to make sure you put terms like that in it so that people know that this is something that is filling that void that's not there.
can you spell
That sounds-
adequate?
But in other words, he only wants to use one. You don't want to use several of them.
Right, you don't want to use several.
Luxury, I think luxury will carry a much more emotional feeling that they can really,
Yeah.
resonate with luxury.
I think it's
Brian,
E.
you don't have to look it up.
Yeah, luxury.
There it is.
Just luxury. Yeah, because that's what he used. You don't want to change your words around. He used it in the description. It has to, like when Annette was teaching about the OGSM, it has to be consistent.
Linked to your, yes. linked to your-
You can't be all over the place. How you start off, it has to be consistent through your entire vein. That blood has to go through. So he's all about luxury transportation service. So it has to be, that's how he has to word it throughout his entire message.
Professionals and.
Okay.
But you
So
don't
what
need
I would say
adequate,
that-
Brian.
Okay, so Brian, I know a lot of people speaking about what you said. This is what it should say. Professionals in certain communities does not have access to luxury transportation services.
Yes.
That's it.
So you just have to move
Does that do it for you, Tyrone?
That do it. That does it. That does it.
That's your company, so we want to make sure it does it for you. Professionals
Yes,
in
I'm
certain
right.
communities doesn't have access to adequate luxury transportation.
No.
Instead
adequate-
of saying certain, can you say middle income communities?
No.
No, I don't want
Excuse
to-
me, Annette, he put doesn't, does not hits the target. You gotta put does not
Does
doesn't.
not have,
Does not have
Right, okay,
access
that's
to
better.
luxury service.
Does not have, so take,
Access.
to
and take
luxury,
out adequate too.
right?
Remove adequate.
Right.
And so Tyrone, now you can play with this, but I think you get the gist, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
You know,
No,
of
that's-
how you state the problem. The problem is gonna be linked
very
to your
clear.
solution, right?
Right.
And your vision. Because
Yeah. No.
you said, hey, I got a solution for this. Professionals in certain communities does not have access to luxury transportation, but I am going to deliver that
Right.
to them to solve that problem, right?
Yes. Yes.
All right,
Ooh, that
so-
was rough. See that wording
Okay.
thing, that's my challenge. Okay.
All right, let's move on to our solution. And now you should be easy for you to state your solution.
Yeah, I didn't work on this so hard, I forgot my solution. I had it wrote down. My solution is to provide the communities with this professional service. I'm looking at my notes where I had wrote it down at.
Provide, Brian, provide.
Provide.
Yeah. So JD one, or if I put it there, will provide the excellence service, provide the excellent service to the communities. And I'm trying to figure out how I want to word that. Communities that are. I'm looking for someone to help me.
Now this, I don't know who had stated it. Who had stated that you should probably be more specific about what type of communities?
Chanel, I think.
Chanel. So you
Leave
see,
it Chanel.
because in here, when
Maybe
you're
it's not her, I
providing,
thought it was.
instead of saying the community, you want to say what type of community. So maybe in your solution, in your problem, you should have stated what communities instead of saying certain communities,
Yeah.
right?
Middle income.
So,
Yeah.
so how would you?
Yeah, middle
would you-
income, minority communities where, mostly minority community, you know what I mean? So in the problem, maybe you should be stating what, instead of just saying certain communities, you should be defining.
So yeah, so
bit
take out
more.
certain and put minority.
Yeah, it could be minority communities. And so then in your solution, you're saying provide low-income minority communities with excellent transportation, whatever. Now you're solving that.
Low-income communities. It doesn't have to be minority, just the low-income community itself automatically.
Like I said, it all depends on what's Tyrone vision. So
Yeah.
you're focused on minority community or just low income. It could be a low income Asian community, it could be a low income white community.
Yeah.
You wanted to do? or was you more focused on minority, like, Black people, so you have to know what your vision for your company is.
Yeah, I see.
No,
I
I
see.
should have.
Well, I did.
Okay.
But
Okay, you see, Tyrone? And let
yes,
that,
but minority,
everyone should be,
but is minority, how different is minority to low income?
Different night and day.
Big difference. Well, low
I'm
income,
going to
yeah.
tell you why. When
Why?
you go to Harlem and you have what you call the BUPPI is Black Urban Professionals.
Mhm.
They all make over $100,000 a year, and they're actually in Harlem. You probably been as transportation, you know about them, right?
Yeah.
And
okay.
those are minorities. Black professionals are minorities, but it does not necessarily mean that they're low income. So that's why low income communities, such as in my neighborhood, it's a combination. It was upper and it's dropped to middle, but there are also a lower section where people who trying to save money on taxes and mortgage, they don't want to move out, but yet there are professionals making over $150,000 a year, but living in a community that has a stigma as low income because they are dwelling among a lower income group. And so that's why I could understand what you're saying, because when you go to JFK and you put your zip code in and you tell the drivers you're going to certain community, they got busy on you.
Yeah.
They don't want to go there. So I fully understand what he's saying. That's why I can relate to what his problem is. You have the money, but because the zip code of where you're going has a stigma, they don't want to go. So you can have a hard time getting a taxi from Manhattan or any place.
that is correct.
Community.
So that's what you have to speak to. Don't be afraid. That's
Yeah.
what you have to speak to. If that's
Yeah.
the problem that you're solving, then you have to state it in your
Yeah.
problem and you have to state it in your solution.
Well, by you saying that really, I know now it's low income.
Yeah.
It's low
That's
income
the- Okay.
because I'm gonna bring a need to not just one. I want to bring a need to all.
Yeah.
I want to fix all their problems. Okay.
Because you have the right to live in an area where you can afford more than afford, because you choose that you don't want to spend a lot of money, anything else. Your house is paid off for, you can't help it. Nobody's robbing you. You put everything on. But when it comes to getting a good cab service, because you're associating with people of that, you're not getting them to come.
Yeah.
Experience. So that's why
And I always believe that my service is not only, of course, to make money and provide for myself, but also to give back, because that's the whole purpose, giving a service to these communities that they wouldn't get otherwise from someone else. So being able to give them a fair price. Okay, so low income.
Good. So you want to keep it at provide low income communities with excellent transportation service.
Yes.
So provide low income communities. Yep.
Yes.
And so in your problem, you're going to state that you're talking that you know what I mean. The problem is with communities. Okay.
But his problem before says that he was dealing with professionals having a problem getting transportation into a low income community as the problem. So shouldn't it be in the solution that he continues that, it's these professionals that need to
in low income communities?
I was gonna say, can I say both?
Yeah, professionals in low income
Right.
communities.
Yes, that's what I
we're
want. Right.
understanding you to say. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Yes.
Okay.
Profession to provide.
Okay, so provide professionals
in
low income communities with excellent transportation service.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Hope the rest of you guys, I hope you all are learning from this process that we're going through. You guys should be now putting in your problem and your solution in your life plan, so that when we do the breakouts, if you have questions, we can help you work with your stuff. Okay, we're gonna go to the next one. We're gonna stop at competitive landscape, right? We're gonna do all of those topics with Tyrone's company, and then we're gonna break out.
And Brian, just change professions to professionals. NAL, yeah, professionals. ALS.
Good. Yes, good point.
All right. So, and then you notice that Brian is hitting continue at the bottom, right? So you guys know when you get there, that's how you get to the next one.
Right. Okay, Brian, can you read, maybe you can see it better than me, to read what the target market is for everyone so they kind of get an idea.
What types of potential customers do you intend to focus on? Which group represents your primary market? Which others are worth pursuing? Selling to everyone is not a good approach. You want me to read everything?
Yeah. So take, I'll continue. I think I could read it now. So take Nike as an example. Their shoes are broadly useful, but that doesn't mean their target market is just people with feet. Like everybody has feet, but they're not targeting everybody, right? It's tough to craft marketing messages and find sales channels to address nearly everyone in the world at one time, right? Instead, Nike focuses on their best potential customer. They're aiming to say new Air Jordans at athletes, sports fans, young people with a sporty sense of style, right? So you know Nike, that's who their target market is. They won't sell anybody else, but a lot of their marketing, you know, strategies and all of that is geared towards that, their target. And as you identify the best segments of the market for your solution, make your best guess at how many prospects are available in each segment and how much they spend each year to address the problem you solve. If you don't know enough to put together these estimates, this is a great opportunity to do market research, talk to knowledgeable people in your industry, and get in conversations with potential customers. The more you know about your market now, the less chance you have of missing the mark later.
Amen.
Well said. I don't even have to add anything to that.
That's demographics. You know, they say that about your demographics. That's what demographic research is all about.
That is correct. That is correct
as well.
All right. So you get to choose whether you want to do a chart like this or a short list, Tyrone. So which way do you want to go with your company?
I think a chart. Let me see.
do a
What's the
chart?
short list? What's the short list? Can you click?
Short list. List your target market. So you're supposed to identify 5 customers. Like
Types of customers, yeah.
People living in homes. That's one community, one customer. The second customer will be people who works at York College, like a school.
That's right. That's right.
Whoever
target group. So you're looking to help professionals.
I want to do the short list. I want to do the short list. Yeah.
Okay. So you're looking to, remember, go back to your problem, go back to your solution. Given your problem, given your solution, who going to be your target people that you're going after?
Right. Homeowners, working people, the other one.
Well, you have to have professionals probably as your first one, right? Professional homeowners, right?
Well, professionals and homeowners, yeah.
Yeah, professional.
Professional, yeah, the professionals, and then homeowners. Also looking at like, even because in the bigger picture, it's even servicing even hospitals or
yeah, wherever the professionals are, you know where they are, right? Hospitals.
Yeah, well, that's true. That covers all that.
Now, Brian gave you a big one. Like if you talk about, in low income communities where there are schools, your
yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah,
in schools, those
professors,
professors or
so
whatever.
it would be professionals, homeowners, schools, and the, where would you label, I guess that's working people, the commuters that need to go, even just from Far Rockaway to the airport, or, you know, that they, where there's not a lot of service for that. What would that be under? Would that be under just working people?
Yeah, it could be professional working, yeah, you know,
Oh, okay, so that's only got 4.
and you can get more like
And
specific,
if it's
like how
just-
you went to, you can talk about, blue collar workers, or like I said, like, college professors, so you can get as specific or as high level as you want. It all depends again on what the problem is and what you're providing as the solution.
Okay, yeah. Well, I
And
had,
if you just have 4, that's okay. You don't have to have 5, but if
Nope, you don't.
no,
You
no,
can
I already had blue collar worker down there, and then as Annette mentioned it, so I put that with my 4 now, so that's 5.
Good. Okay,
Okay,
so
This is Connie. And so I have a question when it's just commuters from Far Rockaway. I mean, we have commuters that go out of maybe St. Albans, Queens Village, from different towns just to get to the railroad, for example.
yeah, no, I wasn't just targeting Far Rock. I was using that as an example, really. But it's
So maybe
just,
it could be commuters.
yeah. Well, I didn't put it down as Far Rock per se, so it would be just commuters. Yes, that's a good idea. Thank you.
what kind of commuters?
that's it.
Working
'cause-
commuters, or well, how do you cover the
see,
everyday commuters?
Travelers.
So commuters and
Well, no,
slash travel,
travelers are different. Yeah, travelers are the airport.
right?
Right,
These are
Right.
people going to work, but now you're running into you're losing focus.
Right.
Initially, you were professionals, right? So everything has to stay professional unless from the beginning you're servicing two professionals but if you were just doing professionals, then you are running into the issue. If it's not professionals and you want to say blue collar could be anybody making $15 an hour.
yeah, right. But going back to the problem was professionals and low income communities that does not have access to luxury service.
In
Right.
low income communities.
It's not because a community, low income and a professional, they're not the same. So
Sorry.
right. So you were only dealing with professionals. That's what we know. And then now we are dealing with a blue collar. We don't know where that's a different segment in of itself altogether. That's going to lead into economic confusion.
So what Brian put there is good. Like, so he'll cover professionals, and then one of his target market has to be low income communities. One of his target group gotta be, because that's what his vision is and his problem.
Yeah. I mean, I want to bring service, of course, to the professionals because I'm bringing them luxury service, but I also want to bring a service to the low income who is being more or less overlooked and not getting any service. So I don't want to eliminate them because any money is good money.
So Tyrone, can I ask a question?
Yes.
Who's speaking?
Angela.
Angela, okay.
So I was just wondering whether you have a minimum amount that you want to charge and a maximum amount, because I think differentiating between the professionals and the low income, I think the cost factor would really determine that.
That's true, but also in transportation, costs it varies because of depending on what their need is, because you can't give a flat rate for particular things, but they all won't be the same. Because if someone's going to the airport from Rosedale would be different from someone going to the airport from Manhattan.
Clearly.
So it go by the mileage, go by distance.
Yeah, you can't go by price.
There's so many different factors that's in place.
Yeah, you can't go by price.
Yeah.
But you said But something Tyrone says that's dangerous in business. You said money is no, what did you say about the money? Any is no money? And
I didn't
that's
say
what it's-
that.
No, something you said about money.
That wasn't me.
Oh, who said it?
It was
I
him.
don't know, but it wasn't me.
It was him.
I know it was.
You heard right, Winnie. He
Right.
said it.
Any money is good money, he said.
That's
I
what he
think.
said.
Well, that's
Yeah.
not true. That's not a true statement, but what I'm saying is, I want to service people, and any money is, I'm not looking just saying any money is good money, because you gotta.
But it is.
No, but you gotta bring value to yourself and to your company
Yeah.
more so than just scrapping.
And so this is just taking a little off and then we have to go back into it. One of the things you said that you wanted to give back. You don't give back 100% and you confuse the difference. You stay core to your business and 10% you allocate towards a different group of people, right? So you stay target
okay.
and 10%. So you don't generate, once you hit your 10% quota, that's it for the year.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Don't
true.
do that. You lose focus. And let me tell you, the needy will take over your business. And then you come to Brian and say, money. Okay? You gotta
He
be
is for
very
real.
careful.
No,
Give back.
you're absolutely right, and I've been accused of that before. So
Okay, so you can't be so sympathetic that you lose yourself. All of us been down that road, never to go back. Okay?
yeah, you're right. You're right.
Needy
I've been
will
accused.
take over. The Bible tells you the poor will always
Always be with you.
eliminate them. They will always be with you. So be careful. 10% is all allocate
Go
to
ahead,
them.
Winnie, preach.
Okay. 10%.
8% is your tithes, 10%
That's
is
it.
tithes.
That's how you
10%.
give back. 10%. Stay in your lane. Okay.
Thank you, preacher. Right. You're right. I've been
We
told
gotta
that.
make at malls, we're serious about making you profitable. Okay. So just
Thank you.
we are
Thank
all about your profit.
I received
Okay,
that.
all right, so let's go back to this. So actually, I have a question, Brian. So
Mhm.
I thought we were able to put in the percentage of the market somewhere in here.
Yep. But Tyrone choose shortlist. If we go
Shortlist.
back
Right.
to the
Oh.
You
chart,
didn't use chart. You didn't use
Yeah.
chart.
If
Yeah.
you did the target, 'cause I did the short list too for mine.
Yeah. That's
we
when
do
you
this,
You go
for-
to, okay, step through that part for me, Brian, just so if somebody choose the other option, what that would look like. So the segment is professionals, for example.
say we get
Aspects do you think are in that segment? Oh, so then that's where you would do your research to see the demographics.
Mhm.
Okay.
Some areas that you're looking, for example, to service, Tyrone, you would find out what are the demographics, how many people, that could be your target group, how many professionals is in those areas that you're looking to target, right?
Oh,
So like one of the things that I did when I moved into Rosedale, that's how I was able to get a lot of the data about the income of African and American and Caribbean American, because I did my market research and demographics, which show that the average household in Rosedale area for African American, whatever, was like 90 plus. Okay, the household was making, their income was 90K and higher, so that's where now you have to do your market research to see, how much you have out there. Like with me, I know how much baby boomers exist. That was one of my target. I got the baby boomers, how much of them that exist in this area that I'm looking to service. And then you put that percentage, that number, that amount. And then you want to go after that group, those groups.
okay, you gonna show that?
So I think Brian is doing that right now. So he's putting in each one of the items that you had talked about in other commuters. He put 35. What did he put? Okay. Are you looking at this, Tyrone, what he's doing? How many prospects?
Yeah. Yes.
So this represents low income communities, 26%, commuters, professionals, hospital workers, homeowners. These are the 5 types of target customers Tyrone wants to go after. These are the target market.
And now that I see this one, I didn't go, because I was doing this so quickly, I wanted to just get it done. But now when I look at this, I actually like this chart. I think this is a good visual. I think this is a good whatever for you to really know your, your market.
Yeah.
How many people, right? That you can actually get. How many customers can you actually get? You say you want to get certain percent of this market. We have how many people? Say we have 1,000 people in this particular area, professionals that I want to go after. So guess what? I know there's current transportation exists. I want to get at least 250 of that 1,000, and that's that's just using that as an example.
No, I get
So
right.
that's how now it drills down into your forecast.
Right. Question.
It all connects now because now that you know that data, you're able to now forecast better.
Okay, so I have a question.
Go ahead, Sonia.
Can you have both the chart and the short list? Like, on the other side, I had description and the short list. Can you use both?
No, you once you click chart, then your pitch will have this colorful round chart like a pizza. And if you click short list, then you saw earlier, we have like 5 different lists. That's like in words that you just write out in words.
That's the pitch.
So it's one or the other, not both.
One or the other, yeah.
But
pitch.
Annette, I think that the chart we all should use because as you go through this plan, you're going to need those numbers.
Yep.
You're going to, and then you're going to revert back to this part to answer some other stuff down the line. Cause I did something like this. So the chart is really what we need, not the list.
I definitely recommend that we all use the chart. Okay.
Yeah, now that I look at it, I agree.
Yes, I think we should all use the chart. So I'm definitely going to go back and do that for my business. I already have the data, so I'm going to go and just fill in the numbers. But it is good to have the numbers, and so that you can use that now in your forecast and going forward. Okay, so what you guys have to do as part of the work of this is understanding the demographics of your target market. Okay.
All right. So Mr. Bryant, switch me to the chart.
Move on.
And actually, like SBDC, I don't know if they still have it, but Brian, you can explain if they do or not. But I thought Harriet said that SBDC has a certain database that we can search for demographics in certain area. Is there such a tool, Brian?
It's still true. We have a library where we have librarians that can do research for you. So if you wanted to know how many people will take the ride commuting between Far Rockaway and St. Albans, so we could do the research on the past data, the recent data, how many people use car service between those 2 points. We have librarians to do that.
Okay.
And let me tell you, that is a great thing to have, guys. If they have this, you guys want to utilize that. Give you time.
Amen.
And that the Sybil Library can give you that if you open up a library card with them, and they could send stuff through your email.
Okay, great.
That's how I did my demographics.
Good to know, Natasha. Thank you.
You're welcome. Them and the Brooklyn Public Library, they have a librarian there that's just crazy. She eats this stuff. She loves to do it. No, she does. But all of them are not as kind. So Brooklyn Public Library does it. The one on the Grand Army Plaza, that one really fishes for the data for you. And Sybil, the Science Business Library in Manhattan on Madison Avenue. If you get their card, they have specific people that just does this for you.
Right.
You give them the information and then they will feed it back to you. And some stuff could be, sent to your email as a print. And then there's some things you just can't, because
You just have to go down there in person and work.
Right.
But libraries are closed, so you have to go through now the electronic way that they do it, because the libraries aren't open yet.
Right, right.
And
So we have the
SBDC has
resources.
access to that powerful library as well. That's the blessings that the government gave SBDC for them to have access to a powerful library.
Right. And so we have the resources at our fingertip. If it's easier for you folks in Brooklyn to go to the library, go to the library. Like I said, SBDC is here. And if for folks in Queens who wants to, you know, please use the resources that's to help you guys come up with those numbers. Okay. All right. So let's move on. That's the next stuff. Okay. What's next for Tyrone's business? The competitive landscape. Right? So who are your competitors, Tyrone, in your business?
Everybody that's in transportation.
No, you can't say that.
Uber and Lyft.
Who are your specific?
Okay.
Who's
Uber,
gonna?
yeah, Uber, Lyft, all of those individuals. There's a lot of those.
The black cars.
You could say
Not the dollar vans. That dollar.
no,
No.
not the dollar vans.
The black cars. They call them the black cars.
Town cars?
Town cars. That's
Okay, one at a time. One at a time. Okay, one at a time.
Sorry.
So what we're doing is putting the competitor name, and then what you have to now state is your solution better. So if you're talking the Uber and the Lyft, you can categorize all of those into that if you want, into like one competitor, Uber and Lyft.
Yeah.
They're basically to provide the same thing.
Right.
And then how is your solution? Yeah, all the ride share, right? Uber and Lyft is part of the ride sharing industry. So how is your solution better than Uber or Lyft?
He doesn't do ride share for sure. So that's
right. That's one. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not in the
Because
ride
as you say, you're providing luxury, you provide, you know, so you have to state those, like, what is why are your solution is better?
My solution is better because of the courteous, professional, and reliability that my service provide.
Uber and Lyft is professional and courteous.
What you say? Uber what? I know you didn't say Uber. No, and building a one-on-one relationship.
That's it. Customized service for your client. They get customized service.
Exactly.
That's correct. That will sell me. If you
and patience
courteous and professional, I've had some great courteous and professional Uber drivers.
Uber driver, yeah, I can't say that about them. Once in a while I get a jerk, but that's once in a blue moon. But so have the patience. If they have to wait more than 1 minute, they are gone. And meanwhile, you wait on your clients.
Right.
But they don't wait that long either. They're not supposed to.
No, we're talking about them. They do not wait. That's what we're saying. He waits.
Yeah, Uber and those other guys won't wait.
No, 1 minute and they're gone. If
that is correct.
Right.
Yeah.
But he is different because he will wait on you.
Yes. We look to build a mutual respect and trust and support.
Yes.
That you can be satisfied with.
Okay. All right. So what's different is your customized service, and anything else you want to say? What your solution, why your solution is better than Uber?
Well, it's not only a customized service, but it brings comfort and a sense of safety and secure because you're comfortable with your one-on-one drivers. However I word that, but that's basically what I look to do is build a relationship with every customer. So they don't have to worry about who's coming, what he looks like, the automobile.
Reliable, I think you said, right? Reliable.
Yes, reliable. Yeah, they're reliable. Professional. Well, you said don't use that because you have some professional Uber. But we're reliable, and we will, ultimate, excellent customer service that we will provide.
Okay, right. Safety is a big one. that connect with me, because as you know, we hear about a lot of the unsafe thing, you know, with Uber drivers. You know, you heard about different incident, people jumping at Uber, dang, and they got hurt, they got attacked, whatever, right? So safety is a good one to mention, you know, how you you're better.
The consistent driving, they're, you know, they're designated with their own.
Reliable and their price doesn't change with the weather. Unlike Uber and the others.
Right, consistent customer service. That's
Consistent and reliable, right.
Okay,
thank you.
Very good.
Friendly.
All right, so other than the Uber drivers and the Lyft and the whatever, what's another competitor you have? You see how what he's doing? You just add another one. You just add a one or what? Right?
Right. I guess it still would be you know, the yellow cabs and you know, all the cab service in the city or all the cabs around. But
okay, so when you put your competitor name, what you try to think about, right? Is what are your competitor currently doing wrong? Right?
Okay.
Of course, you're gonna do better at what they're doing wrong. So that's where you get your competitive advantage, right?
Okay. Let me put that down. Yeah.
So whenever you think about your competitor, like, so for yellow cabs, what are the things that people don't like about yellow cabs?
They get
They're
lost.
not safe.
They're not safe.
Yeah.
They get lost.
They don't come in certain neighborhoods.
They're impersonal.
Yes.
You know, so think about that for your solution. You know what I mean? To combat that, as you're going to be better because you're going to provide, you know, you're going to go to low income inner city communities. Right. You're going to, you know what I mean? You're not going to be biased about where you go.
Right.
So
I'm writing this down.
You know what might be good too, if I can add friendly and clean.
Yep.
Right.
Yes, because yellow cabs, oh.
Oh yeah, they smell.
Yeah, exactly.
Last time I was in one, I could remember they smell.
Exactly.
And so if you're trying to build a luxury brand now, think about what all these ladies just said.
I'm writing it. Well, you know, as I drive now, I get these comments all the time when they get in there, and which lets me know that they had an experience because they're looking around. They said, "Wow, your truck is so clean," so, which means they done been in something nasty. So you know, I know. And then I give them, like you said, the luxury customer service because I have this little step up, and I help them step up into the truck. You know, so all the customer service that I bring, that
yes,
brings
the luxury is good, and the smell. What they just said out the other places smell bad. No, it's true. Yeah, because smell has a lot of things to do with me. Like for certain smells just get me into a bad mood. Certain smells,
they do. They
just gets me so. Like I'm even like it just kicks off my allergies. Certain smell in these cats. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, you know, saying that, you know, when they step into your thing, everything it smells good. Not only is clean, it smells good and relaxing. And, you know, so you have a nice, comfortable, relaxing ride, you know. So those are the things you want to bring out. So people, again, remember you weren't in the vision stuff. You want people to connect to your solution and to you. So you want to say words and stuff like that that people can connect to. All right.
Okay.
You could even say, I'm sorry, you could even say no music, you know, no, or something where, again, comfortable, a comfortable ride, you know, because so many, even the riders out here now, they have their music playing is loud, whatever. And it's like, you just want to sit there and think and be quiet. So you can even say another competitor, we provide quiet service. We provide, you know, a comfortable environment for a ride, a comfortable ride.
Yes.
So
for a relaxing ambiance, you know.
Right, relaxing.
What you're saying. Yeah, relaxing ambiance.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're lending to the ambiance, because now you are correct. You know, that's another thing I hate. You go into these cabs and they have their music playing and it's and you know what I mean? You're trying to do stuff and oh, so
yeah, well, I get all those good comments because I always put on jazz because that's kind of universal. And it's very low and they enjoy it because you know my clients are back there working on their computer, they're doing different things. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice genre, Tyrone.
Say it again.
Nice genre of music.
Yeah. Thank you.
The jazz.
Yes.
Yes. Oh yes. Oh yes.
Oh, what about you know, music on like, because I've gone in and asked the driver for a particular music, you know, can you turn this to this instead? Can you offer like genre of music? People may not always want jazz.
Oh, no, I can give you
customize, as he said, customize service.
Oh,
yeah, so that's one of the things you want to say, you know.
Yeah.
Get the right ambiance just for you. Customize, you know.
Customize to you, yes.
Yeah.
You may want to even, I'm sorry, I want to help you out, Tyrone, but you know, you may also want to put in there timely service, right? So that you are on time. You pick them up on time, you drop them off at their destination on time.
Yeah,
right?
well, that's why I said reliable. Well, that's why I said reliable.
Yeah.
Mr. Tyrone, it's Mercedes. One of the things now that we're in this COVID situation, you can have a sign in there, fully sanitized after each ride.
That's true, which I do. Yeah.
Clean and safety, right? Health safe. So you want to point out all of that. Okay, what about, do you consider like the limousine drivers your competitors? Because they do luxury, right?
Yeah. Yes, I do, but limousines are kind of fading out. You don't see a lot of them anymore. Only a few weddings and a few funerals, but other than that, they're not my biggest wave.
Now, what about, I don't know if they still exist, but they, you know, the TLC drivers, right? You know, like when you go to the airport,
black cars.
Taxi and limousine commission?
Yeah, like the black cars that you see.
The Lincoln Town cars, yeah.
The Lincoln Town cars, and you see they put up the person's name when they come down. For business travel, when I used to do business travel, I used to have like a driver that would meet me at the airport, put up da-da-da-da. What do you call those? Because those I would consider as one of your competitors, right?
Well, that's what I am as well. I'm one of those people.
Oh,
okay. Black car, that's considered black car service.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So then those are definitely one of your competitors.
And it goes under black car luxury, which would be the SUV, you know, BMW, the Lincolns, the Cadillacs, all of those. That's the luxury black car service.
Okay, so then you definitely have to have that as one of your competitors, right? Because you're like you're one of them, right? So now you have to differentiate yourself from them.
That's right.
Providing different and special than they are. So people are gonna come to you versus them.
Exactly. That's my purpose.
Right?
That's my purpose.
So y'all kind of, I think y'all get the gist of like, you know, how you come up with your competitors and then try to differentiate yourself from your competitors. What are you doing better as far as a solution? So that very simple. Like I said, I love Life Plan because it can actually lead you through what is that, you know, you need to provide, and it has an explanation. It also have a video. If you forgot, you know, what this is about, you can now always go back to the video and listen to it. All right.
Annette, Annette, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Is it okay if we kind of group up or something just for support? Like, in other words, it's so helpful when everyone can chip in and give their thought process to help strengthen your business plan. Because sometimes what you thought of, another person might think of something else. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Yes, yeah, that's right. We do that too, you know, and it just helps. Do we do that or no?
Absolutely. So we're going to see where we, because what we're going to do right now, we're going to actually split up in two groups. Brian will be with one group in a room, and Whitney's going to help us with the technical stuff because, you know, this is going to be the first time I'm actually doing this where we're splitting up on Zoom. But we want smaller groups right now, and we're going to go with everyone talking about their plan. You know, the whole idea is that now we're helping each person. Now, at the end of the night, if depending on where we go through, we can do like a buddy system as the follow-up to make sure people completed it and work together to get it done. We definitely can do something like that. But what I'm able to do now is for us to actually split up so that we can kind of look at each other, you know, everyone get to look at each other's plan that they have so far and give input. Because I'm sure this has been valuable to Tyrone, right? Where we all kind of.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, very much so.
All right. All right. So Winnie, I'm going to let you kind of lead in helping us to split up now and then try to help everyone with their particular plan. Hopefully you guys, that's why we wanted you guys to be on your computer, because we're going to have you guys share your screen and we work with you on your stuff. Okay. Oh, I see somebody's fighting me to join a room too. Okay, I'm gonna join, Winnie.
Winnie, should I be joining too? No? Oh. Well, why am I muted?
Sorry, what you have to do, hit join on your screen, Connie. You're not hitting the join button. That's why you're the only one standing out there. You have to hit join.
Oh, well, I think you probably need to send it back.
It says it here. You're there. It says you have not joined. They're saying it's there, but you have not hit the button join. That's the only way. It's there. It's somewhere in the middle of your screen or whatever. It says join.
It was, but it's not here anymore.
So how am I going to do that now? Let's see if it's telling me to just, there's no way to do that. It's not, because it's saying you're already in the room. So it's not allowing me.
Oh, so maybe I am in the room, no?
No, you're in the room with me. You're not, you have not, it's saying you have not hit the button join, and it's not allowing me to, because if I kick you out, it's kicking you out of the system. It's telling me they can have you move to room 1, which I can't because it has to be evenly distributed. I don't know, Connie, it's on your screen. It can't go away. So you have to look really good.
Chat, share, record.
Not at the bottom, it's going to be in the middle of the screen somewhere. At the top, right, left, somewhere. It's not going to be at the bottom, and it's going to hear it said join. I must say, oh, Gracia is back. They got out of the room. You got out of your room, Gracia, because Gracia, you already in room 1.
Gracia?
Maybe you all are in room 1. Well, I don't know. How many of you all are back here on the screen? It says room 2.
Gracia, did you not join?
She's on, she has to unmute herself.
Winnie,
Yes.
I am currently in room 1 on my phone.
Yes, that's where you are.
But because I'm trying to go on my computer so Brian could see my screen, I came on the computer and it put me here.
Yeah, because it says Gracia not joined. So somehow I have to figure out, okay.
I'm joined, I'm on my phone, you see?
Okay, I just sent you back. Oh, Lord have mercy. We ended. I don't know what I did. Oh my God, I think. All right. Let me see what happened. Connie, I don't know where to put you because it's Let me see if I can put you somewhere. Hold on, I don't know. I don't know why you guys are not in the room. So let me go into the breakout rooms and see if I can assign you all somewhere. Connie, let me see if I can move you. It's only giving me an option to move you to room. I think you might have to log off and come back in again.
Okay.
The only way I could see it. And Mercedes has one into room 2. I think that's the only way.
Leave the meeting completely, you think?
Yeah, and come back in.
It's telling me wait to be assigned.
Okay, so I just put you in and it says right there, you went to room 2 and you're supposed to there you go. Okay. Now, Patricia, you're out. What happened?
Hi, Winnie. Are you able to transfer me to the other room?
I got you into room 2. So you want to be in room 1? Room 1
no, I
has, yeah, go
iPad, so
repeat, please.
I had to log in from my iPad, so that's why
Yeah,
I'm back
so you are, I have to put you in room 2. You're in room 2 right now, with your
Okay.
so it's telling me that
Needs to be in room.
So you have to close out of that one in order, because you're already in room 2. So you're gonna have to shut off that in order.
Just did.
Because it's telling me, did you log in as, let me see if you log in. Hold on a second. Okay, yes, I'm putting you back in 2. All right, there you go. I just put you back in.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. But somehow you're still here. Did you hit join? Did you hit join? Hello, Chanel. How was it? Are you on mute, Chanel? How is it? How is it?
I didn't get a chance to go directly, but I was listening to the other teammates and it was very informative. I was getting pointers on what I can do in my own business plan.
Very good. So that's awesome. We'll make an announcement when everybody's back in the room, because you will not get away with this. You are going to book a one-on-one appointment. So keep working on yours, but we have to get you on a one-on-one appointment. So don't think any of you have gotten away. Okay.
Okay, I think we're back to the main session, right? Okay.
Yes, we're back in the main session. And so welcome back in. For some of you who stayed in the shadow to one person, don't worry. We're coming at you because you will get this plan done. We are going to do a one-on-one with each of you. So don't think you got away, okay? In each room, you may have one person who was very forthright coming and your instructor worked with you and the rest of you stayed in the shadow. And I know it's not enough time, we know that, but don't worry, you're not getting away with it. The phone call's going to be going out. I'm going to book you, and don't think you're gonna run away. You will get this job, D-O-N-E. Okay, done. All righty, Annette and Brian, you're back. Do you have any, unmute, Annette, unmute.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
So Winnie, that was a great experience with the breakout room. This is the first time, and thank you so much. And you kind of like got us to the room and pulled us back in. Yes, that pop-up. We saw a pop-up. I guess that pop-up was the warning that you were about to bring us back to the.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I keep doing the time down, and then when it was time, I had to give you the seconds turned down because it would be back together. If you don't.
Okay, good.
You're back in.
So this is the forum, guys, that we want to be doing at malls. Really helping you guys, as we say, hand holding, really getting into it. Many other workshops basically just go over the stuff with you and then get it done. But we know we don't do that. We go a step further, right? So that's our competitive advantages. That's our mall's competitive advantage, right? What we do better, the organization, is that we help you guys, handhold you guys, give you guys whatever one-on-one that you need in order for you to get, position for money, capital access, clients, contract, right? So that's our mall's competitive advantage. I want to say thank you guys so much. I think this was a very great class, and I think most of you guys understand at least, the life plan tool. So I think we objective. You guys understand the life plan tool and how to use it. Now, what we want to do, as Winnie said, is make sure that y'all do use it and you complete your pitch. Just like the OGSMs, for the ones who are in the OGSM, we are making sure you guys OGSM. I did get a few of them. And just like the OGSM, we want to get every one of you guys pitch to be submitted. Okay. Hopefully by the end of next week, we're going to give you all 1 or 2 weeks to complete it so that we have that. Now, as Winnie said, she will be following up with everyone. Winnie is the drill sergeant, as she said. And so she's going to be following up with everyone to see where you're at. If you need help, if you need some one-on-one help and coaching to complete it, but the bottom line is that our deliverable to you is to ensure that you complete your pitch. All right. So that you're ready to position for any kind of funding, capital, investments, whatever. You have your one. Somebody say, "Oh, send me your proposal, your pitch for your business." You have it already. You have it downloaded. You can send it to them immediately. All right. So that's the idea there. Any questions before we get out? We still have about 4 minutes, so we're going to open up to questions, comment, feedback.
I think this was an excellent session. I got a lot out of it. is helping me to be organized and see it on paper. So I just want to understand, we're going to have this on a weekly basis session, or and are we preparing to make sure we have our one-page plan ready? Is that our goal and agenda?
Okay, so good question. Gwendolyn, by the way, Gwendolyn is a new member by maybe 4 hours. Okay, is it? Or 4 hours. She's a new member. So let's welcome her. So I promised you, Gwendolyn, after you had the instructions of how to get on today and access Life Plan, we are going to send you another email of the structure. So we have next Wednesday, the second Wednesday of the month, is going to be peer-to-peer. That's just the members coming together to practice their pitch, all right? And that's where we are together giving everyone feedback. That's what the Wednesday sessions are about, for members only. And then in between, you're making appointments just like you go on the calendar. I'm going to send you all the information, Gwendolyn, because the others may have already know it. You can go on my calendar. I've been sending emails to each of you with my calendar link to get on the calendar for me to do an assessment with you, because you have to fill out the assessment, Gwendolyn. So much of the questions you're asking is going to come on orientation day, which is the Thursday. There's orientation. So you're asking great questions, but we do have a system. So you just happen to jump right into an active system, but that's okay. All right. We're going to take you back for the steps so you have that answered.
Okay. Yes. But for this particular class,
Yes.
to answer your question particular to this class,
Yes.
today we had like part 1 and part 2, right?
Yes.
Day of this class.
Mm-hmm.
Class actually ends today. However, as I was saying, our commitment is to make sure you complete your pitch.
Yes.
So
Yes.
the deliverable and the results for this class, everyone who participates
Mm-hmm.
is their pitch.
That's it.
We're going to ensure that happens.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, very important. So we are committed to doing that. So let me let you understand how the Life Plan works. In the right side of, I don't know if mine is open, but let's see. If not, Brian might, do I have my Life Plan open? No, it's not. Brian, you might have your Life Plan open.
Yeah.
On your Life Plan, in the right top corner, you will see user invite. You might see invite. You will put in Brian's email in there because he is on the invitation system, whereby he can see what you're doing. And just like you saw how he worked with Tyrone's plan, he's able to be on there and do that along with you. They added me as the second person, so you can actually add me in there, all right? So you have everybody, Brian has put his email address in the chat. Each of you need to copy it down, and mine is in there. We can add Annette, but I know our president, this is a precious moment for her because she's running 3 corporations, all right? So that's why you signed Brian and me to be able to help you, you know, to complete that. So see, it says invite users. Are you seeing that on the right? That's where you type in. Brian, click that for a minute so they can see. Click the, and they could also add guests, free guest pass. But you see where it says, you just type in there, Brian's email address goes right in there. And any information that you want Brian to know, it's optional, but you can put it in there. And then you go to the bottom. Yours won't have all the list of these individuals here, but you go at the very bottom. And I believe when you put that in there and you scroll all the way to the very bottom at the end, bypass all of that. You can put in the note where you're stuck or what you want them to look at.
It's Winnie.
All right, and see it says send invitation, that's the bottom. You hit the invitation button at the bottom. Do not forget that. And Brian will get it. Or if you wanted to add me also to it, you can also do that. All right, other guests that you want to take a look at it, Brian had showed that. See the comma right after that, you could add me to it. My email address is winnie@mallsnyc.com, which I think everybody by now, y'all get enough of me with emails address, right? but I'm putting it here so you can write it down. So while working on the plan, know that Brian and myself, you all know who you were working with Brian. Those of you who were working with Annette, I will help you. So just know that that's how you could continue. And Brian knows. But any of you, even if you were working with Annette, you can still reach out to Brian. Those of you who are working with Brian want to reach out to me, you can do that. So, you know that you have that. Okay. Any further?
Hi, Winnie.
Yes, yes.
This is Miss Dixon.
Hello, Miss Dixon. You're here. I was wondering what happened to you.
I was participating, but I wasn't really actually doing the plan because for me, I don't know, for me and Connie, our business is different from we don't sell products.
Right.
We sell like services. So
oh, absolutely.
We don't know how to put this together. So I'm looking forward to working with you and Brian with this. I got a call and an email from Brian a couple of weeks ago. So I'll reach out to him again.
Right.
And you know, as usual, I'll reach out to you too.
Yes.
So
just so that you know,
work on this.
Yes, that's why we have the one-on-one hand holding. So it's customized your service. So nobody should out of the cracks. Okay.
Right.
It can be service. Like yesterday, we covered a little bit of service. You remember when we didn't have that? But we can do the one-on-one, no matter what industry at all.
Right.
Okay. So
because Tyrone today was service. It's
service. There you go. That's
and that's why I can relate to what she was saying, because that's why, I mean, you guys just really brought my mind to get that jump start, because I knew I was giving a service and I was like, okay, how do I?
Right. Yeah.
But once you said certain things, it just popped to me. So
that's what we do.
Got me going.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So true, Tyrone.
So you guys got service and you got also food. I think in Annette's, because I was back and forth visiting the rooms to see how things was going, and I believe in Annette's room, I think that was a service-based demonstration that was in Annette's room. And
Gwendolyn was service.
Service. Yeah, in Brian's room, it was food industry, right? You were doing food. So that's fine. You could switch up the whole 9 yards. We're both able to give you service. There's only 2 areas, products or service. Okay.
Okay, Winnie.
All right. We're gonna, don't worry. As long as you stay in this boat, it's going
I'm not worried.
Ship. As long as
you guys are great. I'm not worried. You guys are great.
It's not a boat, it's a ship. No. I'm just making a joke, right? This is
I know.
And it's called a membership. So as long as the membership, you're not going to lose, okay?
Start going on a cruise, right?
That's it. Don't stay in the boat, stay on the ship. No matter how the gales hit you out there, you're safe in here, okay?
You just gave a pitch. You just gave a pitch, Winnie. You just gave a pitch.
Number one, I just want to let you know when you go on the calendar, for those of you who have not yet are not strong in your why statement, your values and your vision statement, there are 3 days, starting Sunday at 4 o'clock for 2 hours, Monday from 7 to 9, 2 hours, and Tuesday, 7 to 9. So 18, 19, and 20th, you can go on now and secure that. See, we are making sure you're solid. This is called your foundation statement. If you're not strong in your foundation, you're going to find yourself weaving and bopping as you're building your plan, and you're not going to be consistent because you did not fill it on a foundation. So get the foundation strong. Visit your foundation to make sure it's strong, because if that is strong, you'll be like Annette. You can zim right through your plan. Okay. All righty.
Thank you.
That said, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out again and supporting your business. And we are here to help you. And can you all give a round of applause to our strategic partner, Brian at SBDC.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
All righty. Okay, guys, so keep your eyes on the calendar. Lots of activities are going to be there. Make sure you register, okay?
Okay.
Oh,
Thank
good night.
you.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Bye for now. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you, Winnie.
Bye.